You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, Bold and Beautiful fans, it's Belinda from Soap Dirt, and I've got your early edition spoilers for July 1st through 5th, including some info on preemption for the holiday. We've got so much to talk about. Steffy, oh my gosh, she's going to be so smug next week as Hope is just falling apart. We're going to dive into all that. If you haven't, though, please reach down, click that subscribe button, and follow us. We appreciate it. As we always do with early editions, real quick, we're going to talk about what's happening the rest of this week to get you pumped and give you some context for next week. So we have Paris back with this big rock on her finger, and we have got Hope, begging Thomas to get back with her, and he's like, nah. And Again, and I've said this, I do really think that he and Paris are the real deal. Whether it lasts remains to be seen, but I don't think there's a scam at foot. Not until I see anything new that gives me that feeling other than just Thomas's pre-brain surgery history, which I'm not going to take that to the bank. So on Wednesday, June 26th, we have got Homeless Tom. I wish they'd give him a last name so I know it. He's got this dream. And Deacon and Sheila are there for him, and they want to see him achieve this dream. I'm assuming it's something musical because he's got that guitar he's carting around. But he might soon have a new dream of cashing in on Poppy, who he clearly knows, and her billionaire boyfriend and baby daddy, Bill Spencer. Thursday, June 27th, we've got Steffy and Hope arguing about who? Guess what? About Thomas. I believe that Steffy is going to poke and prod Hope about this and say, see, you turned down his proposal. He's a good man, and now he's moved on. And Paris is going to be the one with his ring on his finger and just salting that wound, rubbing it in. And of course, Hope is going to give it right back. She's going to snap. Plus, Hope in the back of her mind is still thinking Steffy doesn't deserve Finn, and things are going to devolve from there. Steffy wants Hope to butt out of Thomas's personal life and realize she's the ex, that's all. She doesn't want Hope to be trying to break them up or do anything like she just did where, she begged Thomas for a fresh start. I'm sure Steffy would have loved to have heard that conversation, and I just wonder if Thomas will share any of it. I don't know if he will. Thomas is pretty good about keeping her secrets. Plus, Luna has reason to suspect that her mother Poppy is hiding something huge from her past that she didn't know before. And I have a feeling it's Tom, and this is going to get messy. I'm so glad Clint Howard is sticking around. He's so much fun. Friday, June 28th, we're going to wrap up this week as somebody writes Poppy a stunning reality check. Of course, it's going to be Homeless Tom. He shows up at the Spencer house with a pizza so he can get through the gate, and hopefully we'll find out more about what's going on between them. But a lot of times on Cliffhanger Friday, Bold likes to leave it hanging, open the door. What are you doing here? And then we don't get anything till Monday. So we'll see. I hope we get stuff on Friday, but it may be a carryover to Monday. And Ridge has a lot of questions for Thomas about the future. Remember, Steffy knew already that he was dating Paris, and I'm assuming she didn't give Hope a heads up or anything because she didn't want her ear interfering, and she might not have given Ridge a heads up, thinking he might tell Brooke, who might tell Hope, yada, yada. So Thomas is going to tell his father that this wedding is happening sooner rather than later, and I wonder, are we going to get the usual Spencer mail designs the gown? We'll see. And now let's talk about what is coming July 1st through 5th. So do not expect a new episode of Bold and the Beautiful on Thursday, July 4th. I cannot think when, if ever, I have seen a July 4th episode, maybe way back when. It may be a full preemption depending on what's on TV and what's available, or it could be an encore. But either way, nothing new under the sun with Bold on Independence Day. So next week, we're going to find out that Homeless Tom is in a position to ruin Poppy. There's a lot of fans out there wondering if he really is Luna's father, which when they first said his character was coming on for this little cameo, I saw some people saying that, but it was just at that point wildly out of the blue. I wonder if Bold and the Beautiful read everybody's comments on social media and thought, hey, that'd be weird. So what I'm more interested in knowing, since Katie's lurking around, very suspicious, decided she has feelings for Bill again now that he's moved on, if Katie will see homeless Tom chatting with Poppy and try to dig in and find out what it's about and run back to Bill to spill some tea. Hope is reeling as she finds out that Thomas's wedding to Paris is on the fast track. She probably was hoping that it would be a long engagement and she'd have some time to work on him, see if she could split them up. And so Hope right now is thinking about trying to find a way to split up Thomas and Paris, while at the same time thinking of ways to basically low-key split up Steffy and Finn, because she doesn't think that Steffy deserves Finn. So she's just targeting the relationships of both the Forrester siblings. Kind of wild. And I do wonder if we are going to see Thomas designing a wedding gown for Paris. I wonder if Hope is going to fall apart seeing it. What I think would be really fun is if Hope tried on the gown and was like imagining it in her head, seeing what she turned down, because she's clearly, something's going on upstairs. I don't know if it's mental, medical, what. Steffy's going to rub rejection and Paris in Hope's face, and I know she's hoping to see her out of Forrester Creations altogether, followed by her mama. And Finn, of course, is going to be sympathetic about Hope. Steffy's not going to like that. But I do think Finn may also think Thomas's engagement is good, because he doesn't think that Hope should be with Thomas, and it should not be any of his business. And I just wonder if Hope is going to be reeling and decides to try and make her Finn fantasies a reality. Is she going to put her lips on Steffy's husband? I will say, if Hope kissed Finn, it would kind of be karmic for those two Liam kisses that were stolen, that Steffy's sitting on that secret and fans have been waiting on it to come out. Brooke, of course, is going to want to make sure that Thomas isn't using Paris to trick Hope into marrying him like he did with her sister Zoe many years ago before his brain surgery. I think she's going to want to know it's the real deal, but I think Brooke is also going to be savvy enough to realize that if Thomas has moved on, that Hope's fixation on Finn might worsen, and Douglas's bond with Paris is going to start ripping and tearing Hope's last shred of sanity. All right, those are all of our early weekly spoilers. Be sure and come back soon for full weekly spoilers, 2-week spoilers, casting news, all the good stuff right here. Click that subscribe button if you're not already following us. And if you are awesome. Thank you. And be sure and come back soon. Drop your comments. And remember, we're talking Bold and the Beautiful 7 days a week. And as always, I'm your host, Belinda from Soap Dirt.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.